making a right here into the bike lane. I'm approaching the entrance to the Queens Midtown Tunnel, which is notorious for traffic at this time, but as you can see here, there's no traffic, so I don't even have to worry about merging lanes over to the right side. If it was a regular day, that's what I'd have to do in order to avoid getting squished from all the cars turning left into the tunnel. But I do have to be careful of cars who don't see me in the left lane now. So I'm going to try to follow the bike lane as much as I can and ride in the turning lane and be visible. Just because there's less traffic doesn't mean you could slack off on safety. Here we are, the Queens Midtown Tunnel entrance. Normally there'd be even a traffic agent here guiding cars to go in and stop. But the traffic agent now is just standing at the corner, just walking around in circles. I mean, there's a lot of people who have their jobs now which are not needed anymore. Do you really need a traffic agent now when there's no traffic to guide? I mean, they are needed for, you know, their job and their salary, but it's very sad to see the city in this state. I'm afraid if this drags on longer, that the New York State and New York City governments will run out of money. I mean, the city did almost declare bankruptcy back in the 70s. But it may face a similar situation now. With all the unemployment benefits being paid out, tax revenue declining, people taking the subway less, it's all putting a strain on the city's finances. And I know the city has also, what's that person doing? Walk up into the crosswalk some more. But what I was saying is, I know the city did hire a lot of employees in city government in the past few years, and that's definitely going to put a strain on the finances. Here's an NYPD vehicle. There's 30th Street and 2nd Avenue.
Nothing, my nigga. Nothing, bro.
Waterfront Ale House. They're open, but you can't have a drink at the bar. You gotta take it to go. That's the big difference. Now over here, there's a lot more activity than there was in Times Square, and even places like 57th Street near Carnegie Hall. These are where more people live, especially in these residential towers and near the hospital here. Because over a block away, you have 3 major hospitals there. The NYU Hospital, Bellevue, and the Veterans Affairs Hospitals. Here's an early learning center. I doubt they'll be open because all the schools are closed for the rest of the year. Well, the rest of the school year anyway. I don't think it's closed until December unless it's something I don't know about. But I do know it's closed until the end of the school year, June, July. But the way of doing things when New York reopens will be very different. People will have to adjust to a new normal and do things a lot differently, stay a lot healthier, maybe be more caring towards our fellow man and towards the environment. I even expect many people leaving New York too, because a lot of things that made New York attractive for them isn't there anymore, such as the ease of access on the subway, the crowded restaurants and bars. I mean, how can you expect New York to go back to those same times where the subways will be completely packed to the brim, going from place to place, and Broadway shows and restaurants, people packed in a restaurant with like a few inches of space between tables? It's not going to be the same anymore. Someone's walking their dogs. Oh look, there's an ice cream and Italian ice place open. I think what I'll do is I'll make my way over to Astor Place, check that out. Check out Astor Place and then make my way back to First Avenue. 17th Street and Peter-Stuyvesant Park over here. Both sides of the street is named Peter-Stuyvesant Park. Well, this is called Stuyvesant Square. But here's one of the few parks which aren't really too dense at this time. I know there were a lot of complaints because people were all flocking to the parks and not maintaining proper distancing. Here's 14th Street, Mount Sinai Infirmary. It's a little bit windy right now. Got the bike lane shifts and they label the sign as Bagel Zone. Here's the St. Mark's and the Bowery Church. Not too far from where I want to go is Astor Place. And I'll check out St. Mark's Place because that's a traditionally trendy place for people to go and get something to eat and dine. I remember going there when coronavirus was first starting to make an impact on New York City and seeing a lot of the restaurants at a fraction of their capacity. But now it'll be completely different because most of them will be closed now. That's my assumption. All right, I don't know what I was just talking about, but I had to change my battery, so I'm resuming my route on 2nd Avenue at 10th Street. I'm going to go over to the right side because I want to make a right onto 7th Street and then make my way up 8th. right, here I am, Cooper Square. Here's the Cooper Union School, one of the most prestigious schools, famous for its low tuition rates. All right, Astor Place is to my left. Time to check out St. Mark's Place. Bagel Cafe, Ray's Pizza still open. Here's all the trendy Japanese restaurants to my left. Yakitori Taisho closed. Spot Dessert closed. Oh Taisho closed. Wow. The vegan food court is closed. So surreal here. I don't even know what to say. This is not the New York City I know. Wonder what's going on over there. Gem Spa, one of the oldest places on the block. Famous for the egg cream drink. Seeing a lot of businesses now with paper on the windows or boarded up. They're afraid of people peering inside. Things have definitely gotten a lot more desperate in New York, especially with those who are struggling to survive. I just heard that person back there in the wheelchair asking for some money. Those are the kinds of things that you're going to see now in New York. I know many people who are waiting for their unemployment benefits who are unable to get through to the New York State Labor Department. And many people are still waiting on their stimulus payments from the government as well. That bar is still open. All right, there's still some places that are open. Paquito's is open. This East Village pizza place is open. Someone's actually recording or taking pictures of something. Wow, Wow, the traffic is so light on First Avenue. Even on the sidewalks too. Starbucks, completely dark. Checkers, dark. Vinnie Vincent's Pizza is open.